Hey guys, just a quick impromptu video taken with my phone, so I apologize for the quality. I just wanted to capture this because I thought it was a brilliant idea. So somebody has dropped off a TV, an Admiral TV for me to restore. It's from a combo set, so it'll be a little interesting to get it has the radio, phonograph, all that stuff. So we got 3 chassis. What I thought was brilliant was putting it inside one of these plastic tubs. It never would have occurred to me, or never had occurred to me, to do that, and it fits perfectly. It's the entire TV chassis, perfectly protected. And they look so clean because the owner did a fantastic job of cleaning them up. So the story behind this is he told me is that he grew up with a similar set, and he found one on the internet. I think he said 7 years ago, and he's been through a lot to try to get it working. He had at a shop, they had it for 3 years, and they finally said, we can't get it working. I guess the final straw was some type of coil for the horizontal hold. I think I know what coil they mean. I may have a spare, but I won't worry about that till I know for sure. They did do some work on it. I'm going to flip this over and show you. So just briefly, this is the power supply and audio amp. So it goes speaker and a pilot light. And this goes to phonograph motor. And this goes to power the TV. And down below that, we've got the radio chassis. I don't know if any work's been done on that. And then, of course, that is the TV. So, always a little challenging, I find, to work on something that somebody else has worked on, especially if they gave up on it. Alright, well, the owner had sent me some photos, and the TV chassis didn't look too bad. I don't think he'd sent me a photo of this, but some things right away I don't like. Number one is this guy. So, there is a dropping resistor in here. Mounted, they call these canned ohms because it's a resistor inside a metal sleeve, so it's like a canned resistor mounted to the chassis for heat dissipation. Well, they replaced it with this, which is just floating in free space. It's it's a Dale. I mean, they did use quality components, I'll give them that. But geez, I'm going to drill out the rivets and mount this guy over here so the heat will dissipate and not just build up under here. I have done very similar things on these chassis with mounting the caps. So I don't have an issue with that. I think they used, I forget this brand, but it's one of the better brands. It'll come to me, maybe. It's not Nichicon, but it's a well-known brand. But they didn't replace the paper caps. They replaced a couple of them, but they left a whole bunch in here, which I don't like. And then we'll see on the other chassis, and I left this old canned ohm in there. I think while I'm at it, I would just assume replace those. These are not the most reliable of devices, especially because over time. So there's a substrate, bare wire, resistive wire wrapped around it, and they wrap it in this insulating paper and then wrap metal around that. But what can happen is over time, from the heat, this degrades, and the wire inside shorts to this, shorts to that, and burns out the power transformer or whatever it might be attached to. At least they did disconnect the old electrolytics, so those are not in the circuit anymore. That's something. So yeah, this will be interesting. Let's take a quick look at the TV chassis. Before we get to the TV, let's take a quick look at the radio chassis. I don't think I've ever worked on one of these before. They have a nifty design. I guess this is a pull-out tray in the combo set. I don't recall if he said that anybody had worked on this or not. I can't really see in there. I'm not sure how you get at this. It's completely enclosed in metal on all sides. This probably plugs into the back of the TV. Here's a look at the top side of the TV chassis. Some things I didn't like that I could see from the photo the owner had sent me. So one, we got a problem right away. The anode cap lead of the high voltage rectifier is broken loose. And these early Admirals had a large power resistor inside the box that to go bad, as did this one, and it was replaced with 3 resistors in parallel and comboed in there, so I don't like that either. I'll try replacing it with a similar type. They still make these. Should be able to get one in the right value and mount it like the original was. Underneath the TV chassis. Again, some things right away I don't like. Well, power resistor here, it's part of the focus coil circuit. It's pretty trashed. I'm surprised they didn't replace that. Looks like they did replace all the paper caps. Not sure why they used ceramic on that one. And I'm pretty sure some of these were mica originally down here for the vertical integrator. They used all plastic film caps. Another ceramic replacement they use there. Some gigantic old school. I'm pretty sure these are mylar caps. Probably okay. I'm pretty sure this is the coil they're talking about. And I don't remember there being a giant power resistor down in this area, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Or no, actually, this is, well, there's a few coils. So there's a width coil down here that looks like it's damaged. The adjustment slug is broken off. I think I might have a replacement for that. I don't think that's critical to the operation of the set, though. That's just there to kind of fine-tune the flyback. And same with this guy. It's horizontal linearity. But this is the one I'm concerned about being bad. That's horizontal lock. That's part of the horizontal oscillator. Sort of a little tricky to come by. Another thing I really don't like is the power cord situation. So the old cord failed, and they completely removed the interlock. There should have been a part on the inside that had 2 pins sticking out, and then the cord would have been riveted onto the back of the high voltage box, and it would have slid onto it. They took off everything and just ran a power cord directly through a hole in the chassis, and then just soldered it in and taped it up. Not cool. So I may have enough parts I can completely put it back to the way it was originally. I may have a spare high voltage box cover even. I'm pretty darn sure I've got a spare AC interlock part for down there. I'm not too crazy about that either. I used a terminal strip. It's not really secured very well, just a solder blob on one of the cap lugs. Well, it'll be interesting. So it did say it has been powered up. They had a raster for a while, and then they lost it, and they told him it was because of one of these coils going bad, being open, maybe. But before I power it up, I want to do a few things. Replace that resistor, do something about that power cord to make it a little bit safer. I'll check the resistance on these coils, and I'll go from there, but I gotta finish off some other projects first, so that'll be it for now.